it start? And let's see if it goes live. Maybe.
Oh, I see us on YouTube. I see us on there.
It's on.
All right, yep, we're up. All right, what's going on, everyone? It's Crypto Christopher Walken here with a live stream. We got two guests tonight. We got David Styles, also known as Dub Styles, and we got Crypto Shelby. If you guys want to introduce yourselves, tell me a little bit about yourself, how long you've been in crypto, what got you in crypto, if you're mining, what you're mining.
Yeah. I've been, this is Crypto Shelby. I've been in crypto for like 7 months, so pretty much, I don't fucking mind admitting it. I got into crypto because of a friend of mine who created a coin. He was in the States. He created this currency called Phil's currency, and he explained me to get into it. I was also studying marketing. I was working for the student organization for about 3.5 years. So I was basically doing marketing and sales. So he wanted to rope me in to work for his coin, but I didn't understand. So that is where I got interacted with crypto for the first time. So I started to dig deep, research myself, create a crypto account, do all retweeting, following as many people as. So far, whatever I've learned is just from Twitter, all the shit posts. Yeah. All the bear market shit posts. It's been a freaking amazing ride. I haven't seen the bull market, so I haven't seen the bull market completely. So I have no idea how that feels like. So
it's going to be like glorious for you when it happens, to tell you that.
Exactly. Like, I'm freaking waiting for that.
You're not going to know what to do with yourself. It's going to be so much euphoria.
Exactly. I'm like waiting for the bear market. I've just got into it when it was sad. Like, damn, this is how it is. I exactly got into crypto when the market was on boom. I'm like, shit, I should have put $100 or $200 in each of these coins. I would have been fucking millionaire or something. All those crazy thoughts were running around me. Like, shit, man. So by the time I got my money in it, the bear market started. I mean, I didn't buy it high though. I bought relatively at a little lower price. But yeah, so far so good. I've made decent profit. Not compared to all those 1x, 2x and all, no. But yeah, so far we're decent.
That's good. Well, you came in at the right time. I'll tell you that.
Exactly.
I mean, it'd been better than you coming in and riding that wave and then crashing all the way down to your death. So.
Oh yeah. Imagine that. I've seen so many people got into it around 16,000, 17,000. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's rough.
That is rough. That is super rough. So yeah, that's about me.
All right, Dave, your turn.
All right. So yeah, you can hear me though, right?
Yes, I can hear you.
All
Crystal
right,
clear.
cool. So no, I started researching cryptos early, gosh, probably late 2016, early 17, and just started reading, and started watching YouTube and a few videos. I won't name the people that I watched, but started getting some information more and more. And I didn't really dive in until I remember it was just before Thanksgiving last year. I started my Coinbase account early last year, but I didn't even dive in. So I was so hesitant to go in. I want to do some more research. And what really messed me up, the opposite of what he was just saying, was that I get in before Thanksgiving. It was like the 16th of November. I think Litecoin was like $60 or something.
Oh yeah, the Litecoin fury.
So yeah, so I bought my first Litecoin. It's like I bought 1.5 Litecoin, and I was like, all right, cool. I got my Litecoin, and I didn't think much about it. And then a couple of days, like, it started going up. And I'm like, okay, this is cool. So I went back on Coinbase again, and I bought another 1.5. And then it was like, boom, December hit, and the rise just went up, and I'm like, oh, dude, this is the greatest thing ever, So I'm like researching this, and I'm starting to get into it, and then you ride through Christmas, and everything was great, and I'm like telling people about it, and like, oh man, look what I got into, and look what I'm doing, and like I'm showing my wife like my Coinbase app on my phone, saying, hey, look at how much I've got, and she's like, oh, cool, whatever, not knowing what it is. So that's how I got started, and with mining, it's really because of you, man. I mean, I've started reading your posts and going through, and I really want to get into mining, and people have been asking a lot of good questions, and I've been just picking up stuff, just reading and watching and kind of going through. But yeah, I'm excited to kind of talk tonight more about that and cryptos in general, because it's been a crash course for me, I mean, especially since the market literally has crashed. I've ridden, the highs and lows, but I'm still in it. I'm going to go through it. I'm going to make sure that I ride this thing out, and whether it's 2-3 years from now or 10-15 years from now, I'm in it now.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's funny. Like November was so funny because like I've been in for a while, and I was always the weird crypto guy, and like I remember October, November, the guys I was working with, they were like, "Hey man, you're in this crypto thing, right? What's this Litecoin? What is this? Should I buy it? What should I do?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, get it." And this was when it was like $35. I was like, "Yeah, get it." And then a couple people hesitated. And then that's when it started skyrocketing, like 150, 200. And they're like, oh, my God, I'm going to buy it. I'm like, don't do it. And then they bought it. And they're like, woo, it's 300. And that's 150. They're like, shit. But and then I think right around like, what was it, January, when Ripple was like $3. And then what was it? One of my buddies was like, yeah, man, I'm going to get in Ripple, when I was telling this dude, like, I don't know. I think it was like November, or it was like around November, December, and it was like under 15 cents or something. I was like, you should look into Ripple, because everybody was talking about it, and they're like, no, man, I'm good. And then it was like 275. He's like, I'm buying Ripple. I'm like, dude, don't do it. And he dropped like $4,000 on Ripple, and then rode the wave all the way down. And he didn't talk to me for like a week, because he knew I was going to come after him for that. But, yeah. It was good.
Oh my God, I've met so many people who bought it. I mean, in Twitter, of course, I've seen so many posts, and in India, I'm from India. So in India, but I'm not in India, so I'm in Ecuador right now. So in India, I'm in these Telegram groups where the exchange groups. So many people bought Ripple at $3. So many people bought Bitcoin around $16,000, $17,000. Only like one nice story that I've heard was this guy, a friend of mine. He bought Bitcoin when it was $6. He bought 3 Bitcoins, and he sold it exactly when it was $17,000.
Wow.
That was a freaking nice move.
Wow. Yeah, like one of the interns we have working with us now, he told me today, because we started talking about cryptos and stuff, and one of his buddies was like, I don't know, he was saying this was probably 2012, so 6 years ago. So he could have been like 14, 15 years old. So he asked his parents for Christmas, besides giving me gifts, just give me money. So his parents gave him $1,000 and he put it into Bitcoin then in like 2012, 2013. And so this kid was like, now he's like set for life now because of what he did, you know. And all of us are like, what, are you kidding me?
Yeah, and I was the dude that in 2012 spent 100 Bitcoin on a freaking hammer in Diablo 3. So yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. So that's okay. So I'll give a little more background on me because I think it got missed in the last live stream. So what originally got me in was video games. I had a buddy in 2010 that was telling me about it, and I thought it was just BS. It was just magic internet money because he was mining it. He was a computer nerd like me, and we played World of Warcraft and all that stuff together. So then in like 2011, he told me that he was farming gold in World of Warcraft and selling it on Chinese servers for Bitcoin, and then using that Bitcoin to buy like armor and stuff in the game. I'm like, well, that's cool because I don't have to spend real money. So we would do that. So we were spending Bitcoin when it was like, I don't even know, it was less than $1 back then. But we were using it to buy armor and gold and all this crap. And then in 2012, we did the same thing with Diablo. And they had the real money auction house. So we were farming gold and we were selling it for Bitcoin. And then we were taking that Bitcoin and buying armor. So, yeah, I have like an Echoing Fury, which cost me about 100 Bitcoin in 2012. And then I have a couple other pieces of armor. So I probably have like $2 million worth of Bitcoin just chilling in a chest. And I can't even play with it anymore. So.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah. And then I got Goxed in 2014. And I basically said F crypto for 2 years. And then I sold my original mining rigs because, yeah, 2012, I built my first mining rig. It was like a 4-card rig with, it was like 6950s. It was all, I've been AMD forever. But I sold all those. And then 2016, my buddy talked me back into it. And then I had just my gaming computer, and I was like, whatever. So I started mining Ethereum with it. And then that Ethereum took off. And then I built like 3 rigs after that. And then, which also was another life lesson in holding on and not selling too soon. I sold a bunch of Ethereum in early 2017 when it was like $200. And it worked out because it was a huge multiplier, and I got most of my mining rigs with that. But then we all watched it skyrocket to $1,500. So
Ethereum was also insane.
yeah, but that's why all my high caps now, I hold on to them. I don't sell them too soon.
All right, so starting off right now, newbie, fresh in, what is probably the best coin to go after right now to start mining with?
Oh, for mining?
Yeah.
So I would say, well, it depends on the card, right? So if you want to go the NVIDIA route, you're going to end up going NiceHash, and you're either going to be mining Equihash or you're going to be mining the Lyra 2 Rev 2 algorithm. And then on the AMD side, you're either going to be going, we might hit 200 again, but look in the sky. But on the AMD side, it's so anything that's older than a Vega, you're going to be mining Ethereum. So it'll either be Ethereum or Ethereum Classic, which Ethereum Classic, with that Coinbase announcement, was amazing because I've been mining that for a while, and now all my mining rigs are pointing at Ethereum Classic right now, just waiting for that Coinbase listing. And then for the Vegas, you'll be mining the Kryptonite algorithm.
And so what's associated with that?
So we'll see here. Hold on. I should have had stuff like pulled up ahead of time. So unprepared.
Well, I read the other day, though, because when you were posting about as soon as the Coinbase announcement hit, you were like, I'm a champ. I've been
I've been telling everyone, because like, so the one thing you got to learn in crypto is that the coins that everyone hates are the ones that at some point are going to get that lucky break. And that was Ethereum Classic, man. Ethereum Classic has been a dud forever. And so it was funny too was I don't know, she pops in and out of our chat every once in a while, but Cynthia Woods, Women of Crypto, she was talking about Ethereum Classic like back in May. And hey, what's up, Eris? I was digging into it and I was looking on CoinMarketCalendar. That's another site for anyone that doesn't know. CoinMarketCalendar, they do all their announcements on upcoming events for coins, and I saw that Ethereum Classic, they had a difficulty bomb that they were doing on a fork, which basically is going to lower the difficulty of Ethereum Classic so you can actually mine more. So I already started pointing it that way at that time. And then that Coinbase announcement, that was just money.
Well, you saw what happened to LTC as soon as they announced that last year. I mean, it was like what, like $4 or $5 or something like. It was something crazy. It was single digits, and then all of a sudden it just shot right up. So as soon as that happened, you announced that, I was like, that SOB, look what he just did.
So the Litecoin was introduced directly, or was it given an announcement like how did it for ETC as well? Like
it just showed up.
It just showed up. Also, I think like this time when it shows up, I think ETC is going to skyrocket as well.
Oh, I think it will.
Yeah, I mean, that is like for me to buy. So I said, I'm in Ecuador, I'm an Indian. And for me to buy the first crypto, it was super difficult. I had to send money to Germany to a friend, and he bought it from local Ethereum. Like I'm a freaking noob. Then when I was buying it, and I could not buy crypto or Bitcoin or Ethereum in my country nor in Ecuador. So I had to send money from India to Germany, and then they bought it in localbitcoins.com, and then he sent it to my Binance account, which was verified. So it was a hassle.
Yeah.
For me. So,
I also think it's going to cause some confusion too, because you know that when the next bull run happens, we're going to get a bunch of new people, and then they're going to go on Coinbase. They're going to be like, so do I buy Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash or Ethereum Classic? I don't know what to do.
They're going to go for the cheapest coin.
Oh, exactly.
You know?
That's pretty new mentality. I mean, I went for Ethereum first.
All right. So, I mean, going back to what I asked though, Chris, so you're still thinking that if I, which I am getting into mining, that ETC is still a good thing to go after now. Like it's not going to be outrageously expensive to mine like Bitcoin. Hello.
Hello.
Did we lose Chris?
I can't hear Chris.
I think we lost Chris. It's not good when we lose the lead man.
Exactly. Chris, where are you at? You're Dave, no?
What's that?
Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave. So that's how my story started. It was pretty freaking weird how I got into crypto. So
right.
When was this that you got into crypto?
That I did?
Huh?
It was I started researching like late 2016. And it was just, going through all the YouTube channels and really, I was like one of those prepper guys, I was getting into prepping and stuff and trying to look at different ways of currencies. And I just happened to stumble on crypto. I mean, I heard very little about Bitcoin at the time, but started researching more and more and kind of listening to different people here and there. And but the last for the last 2 years, say I've been researching cryptos, I've learned more just in the last 6 months that I have in the last 2 years.
Yeah. So what was the other coin that you bought after? What was the next coin that you bought after Litecoin?
So I bought Litecoin was first, and then I bought I bought Ethereum, and then going into this year, late last year, I was looking at just SIA, Pivx, ETC, Bitcoin, just different things here and there, just a little bit of time kind of testing the waters. And, so I have, OMG, Veritasium, a little bit here and there, but, and I'm still holding. I mean, I've got a little bit of everything. I cashed out some when we hit the ATH last year, early this year. I cashed out a little bit, but I've been holding everything else. So I didn't want to get rid of it. And of course, you get days like the last couple of days, and you're saying, "What have I done?" I should have sold everything back in January. And
exactly. Goodness, that's true. That's true. I can feel that. I mean, that was the peak. Recently, I just read an article today that the spike in December and Jan was because of printing of, what's that, Tether. I just read an article today about it. Because the Tether was printed, it was sort of manipulation. That was the reason for the bull run, is what I've heard. I think we lost him. I think his system shut down again.
I'm gonna ask to see if anybody is still in this chat. Probably not. he dropped off, so there's probably like nobody else still here. He says he's gonna have to pause and start again.